Hello, everybody. I want to make a quick document of what we're going to do for the rest of the week. So that way, if maybe you're late, I know there's some testing this week, maybe you've missed class, you're not really sure how to get started, use this video to instruct you for the rest of the week and possibly over the coming vacation. Today is Wednesday, February 10th. This project will be due on Friday at midnight. Now, given that next week is a vacation, I'll probably start grading things around Tuesday. I like to give myself a little break. So if you had to stretch that deadline, you could, but there's no guarantee that I wouldn't start grading it ahead of time, and then we have a back and forth where you try to tell me it's done, and I got to go look it up, and I got to go back and forth. So for ease, it's due on Friday. But if you are in dire straits and you need a little more time, you can probably work some in there. Next week is a vacation week. So starting with Hello Universe. We started this unit a few weeks ago. I introduced to you the basics of the universe. It's enormous. It's beautiful. It's big and wonderful and full of mysteries and secrets. And there's a lot we understand. There's a lot we don't understand. And we're going to take a closer look at all of that in the coming units. But for now, I just wanted to kind of give you a taste of what's out there. A lot of us really don't know. So if you come down to here, you remember there's a link to the worksheet. This is that worksheet here, the Hello Universe workbook. And then as we scrolled through, we watched a couple videos. What is the pale blue dot? And geological time and us. How long has the Earth been here? And how long has life been on it? We looked at this video that zoomed in and out of the scale of the universe. We talked about your cosmic address. Where are we located in the Milky Way galaxy? And what is that? Where does the Milky Way galaxy lie in relation to all the other things around us? And we went over all these vocabulary. And then the Voyager probes. Human beings have made 2 probes that have left our solar system. They're in interstellar space. And we talked about them and what that means. What does it mean for our society? And what doesn't it mean, frankly? Thanks, Isaac. And so we also spoke about the golden disc that's on the side of the probes. And would you have included anything different? Would you like to come up? Yeah, you would. So, what would you have included on the discs? And was there a mistake that we made in including things on the disc? We talked about that. And then we looked at the numbers. How big is space? How do I measure things, right? Well, I'm only a couple of meters tall, but it's 382,500 kilometers to the moon. So we talked about light years and astronomical units and the need for different units. And then we used that information to talk about traveling in space. How long, and we calculated this, how long would it take me to get to the nearest star? And so we showed a couple of videos about a map. This guy makes a scale model of the stars, and he ends up having to use his car because it's quite large. And then over here is another video about this guy Vsauce made, where he travels around the solar system of the galaxy and kind of provides some insight into can we travel between the stars and how long would it take, and lots of issues regarding space travel. And then we get to our conclusions, where I introduced Neil deGrasse Tyson on the cosmic perspective. And here is a link to his website where he explains in words what it is. So maybe if the video isn't working for you, maybe you can get it through words and you can kind of read what he means. Maybe that works better for you. It's different modalities of learning. And so over here, I have the 3 questions that I want you to answer in our conclusions. How important do you think human beings are on a scale of 1 to 5? There's no wrong answer here. There's no right answer here. I have my own opinions. They might surprise you. But I'm not going to share them just yet because I want to get your opinions first. I don't want you to just repeat what you think I want to hear. So how important are human beings? Has your answer changed over the last couple of weeks? Do you think that it's likely that complex life arose elsewhere in the universe? And then, do you think that if life did exist elsewhere, it would be able to travel to us? Or do you think that we will be able to travel outside of our own solar system to go find that life? What are your thoughts? Given all the information we've learned, what are your thoughts on that? And not only your thoughts, but how do you come to those conclusions? I know lots of people that tell me that aliens have visited the Earth and abducted people, and that it's only a matter of time until they come and invade the planet. Some people, and I've heard this from people that I know, that they think that aliens are posing as our our leaders and that aliens are really running the world from a secret base. You'll remember the Israeli science guy, the Israeli space officer or whatever from a couple weeks ago, who said that aliens exist and they're on Mars and they were in contact with President Trump. Right? So, like, there's plenty of people out there that believe it, but where's the evidence? And that's the part that I want to stress for this particular assignment, seeing as it's a standard we're going to be hitting for the rest of this semester, is really using evidence to back up my opinions and my thoughts and my claims. And so, to that end, I've created a graphic organizer to help you navigate this question. How important do you think human beings are on a scale of 1 to 5? You're going to write your answer in this box, your claim, one sentence. I think human beings are a blank. And then you're going to provide 3 specific pieces of evidence from our unit. According to the Cosmic Eye video, that's the one that's zoomed out and zoomed in, according to that video, That's why I think that. Then when you're all done, you're going to take those 3 pieces of evidence and your claim, and you're going to put them into a paragraph in the putting it all together box. I think human beings are a blank. If you recall, in the Cosmic Eye video, they said blah, 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 blah. The building the Voyager probes is just proof that we are a blah, 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 blah. And so you have these 3 pieces of evidence that back up your claim. And you put it all together into a paragraph. You're going to take that paragraph and copy and paste it down here into the end of your document. Down here on the conclusions. You're going to copy and paste your answers in right there. The beauty of this is that no one sees what's behind the curtain. What you have are 3 well put together paragraphs that state a claim and back it up with 3 pieces of evidence. And you can turn all that in at once. And no one has to see all the work you did in the back where you were like, what 3 pieces? Now, a final note. If you feel like you want to include other evidence that we haven't used, that's fantastic. Just make sure that you remember the evaluating websites criteria that we did in the very beginning. Is this timely? Is it real? Is it relevant? Is it true? If that's all the case and you want to use it, by all means, please do. I love that. That's great. Outside research, he disagrees, but I agree. Outside research is great, but only make it one of your 3 sources for that question. All right. I want you to pull primarily from the stuff we've done. I chose those resources for a reason. They're very good. They're accurate. So I want you to use them. This whole thing, like I said, is due Friday. So by Friday, you should be ready to turn in this entire document. Okay. If you need any help with it, we have our lab periods at the end of the day. You can feel free to send me an email. If you work with any of the student support staff, I'll be in contact with them about what's due, and get this to me before the break. And after the break, when we come back, we're going to talk about the Big Bang, and that is going to be some awesome, awesome, awesome science.